GanttUP explainer video how to create a risk register. You should first position yourself on the RR sheet. This video continues to demonstrate the entry of the textbook case study into GanttUP. Each identified risk should be entered in a new row. For the first risk to be entered, put a 1 in the number column. The risk description, which should be a clear description of the risk, so that the reader can easily understand the risk as in this case, the team member leaves the project. Okay, so that is clear. The probability, again, according to the textbook, is set to possible. The impact is moderate. This creates a risk score of 2.5. Now, the decision is made to mitigate. So then in this field, a clear description should be made, should be given about how this risk will in fact be mitigated. So ensure all documentation and files are saved in a shared folder. Ensure all team members provide weekly progress updates. So the idea is this is meant to mitigate a team member leaving the project. Okay, so you describe that in a good amount of detail, a clear amount of detail. The residual risk, what is left after you do this mitigation? Is there no change in the risk? Is the risk reduced or eliminated? So in this case, it should reduce the risk. Now, the contingency plan is, well, what do we do if the risk occurs? So we should be thinking about, well, despite our mitigation, perhaps it will occur. So in that case, we will reassign the work to other team members. We will also work with the resource manager to replace the missing team member ASAP. So as soon as possible, we will get going on getting a replacement. This plan is triggered, and this is important. You should indicate if this occurs. Well, when would you trigger the plan? What would be the point? So it'd be triggered if a team member is absent for more than 3 consecutive days, or a team member resigns. So that's your trigger. That is when you will go into this contingency plan of working with the resource manager and so on and reassigning work to other team, just saw this, team members, not other teams. Okay, so that is our first one. Then we just continue on and enter the next one, risk number 2. Each of the risks is entered in the same way. For the completed risk register, we can look as follows. Here is all of the different risks that are included in the project. And in the case study project, there are 10 risks that were defined. Now, for each risk, it is important to ensure that all columns are completed. The risk should be clearly described. Ensure your risk response description clearly indicates how or why you selected the risk response type. And the contingency plan should be clearly described and must include an indication of what would trigger the contingency plan. Thank you for watching this video.